Okay, so now we're ready to take some stats. We're in rotation 1, and you can see here that the setter is in rotation 1 in the back here, and we've got our outside hitter, our libero, the other outside hitter sits over there. Okay, so we're ready to go now, and we've got our match set up, as you can see, right? So we've got to move our libero onto the court. Okay, so we've got a libero here, and then our two outside hitters, 55 and 4, and our libero button here. So let's see how this works. So the first play to serve, and it's going to be going to the outside hitter, and she's got a pretty good pass. So we've got number 4, and we'll call that a 2 receive. Okay. So let's see the next play. So you see up here the number 4 and the 2 receive. Right. So let's go to the next play. All right. So that was a kill by the opposite. So that was number 28, the 0-1. All right. So 28's was listed here. We hit the earn button and spike right underneath. Okay. So just a quick double tap there, and so you can see the number 28 0-1 has a spike. Okay. So now we're ready to go for the next play. So you notice that we've rotated into rotation 2. It's our serve now. The buttons indicates that, the red light there. And then the red circle R2 indicates that we're in rotation 2 and this is our server. So we'll just tap that button and get ready for service. The screen is ready to score the serve or an ace or service error. Okay, any other possibilities are here. All right, here we go. All right, so we'll bump this forward just a bit. Okay, here we go. Here comes the serve. There it is. All right, so that's a pretty good serve, right? They're scrambling right now, so we'll give her a 3 serve, which is equal to their 1 pass, as you can see here. So, okay, our 3 serve is equal to their 1 pass. Let's go back and look at that again. We just do the adjust, go backwards half a step, right? Our server selected here, current server, okay? And so a 1 serve is a 3 pass, the 2 serve is a 2 pass, and a 3 serve is a 1 pass. We'll go back again and we'll tap that button. All right, so we see 4 H1. It's a 3 serve. Here we go. All right, now that was, could be called a dig, so we could choose one of 2 choices. So our setter number 9, right, could have been a dig, or we could call that a free ball play and say she's made a 2 pass. Okay, so either way we could score that. Again, adjust last entry means it'll go back half a step. It'll maintain the selection of the setter up here, and then you can choose to make it either a dig or a free ball pass, either way, right? In this case, we'll just call it a free ball pass 2. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so that was the outside hitter, number 55. All right, and she made a hitting error, so we hit error and spike, and now we're ready for the next play. Okay, we're going to advance this a little bit just to get to the next serve. Here we go. Okay, so that was the libero. Right, so we hit the libero button, and it wasn't a very good pass. Sorry, let's do it again. Let me go backwards for a second. Okay, so we'll hit the libero button, and then it was not a very good pass, so it's a 1 receive. And so now we're ready for the next play. Okay, it's just a free ball put back, so we don't have to score anything. Here we go. All right, so number 4, right, the outside hitter is playing a little back. She's got a dig. All right, so let's go to the next play. All right, so number 55. Okay, we got number 55. It's got a hit and play. All right, it's still in play. Number 4 has a dig again. Okay, so dig. Has a backslip to the oppo. Right, so number 28 also has a hit and play. So it's a pretty long rally. Okay, so now we got a block and play by our middle blocker, number 25. So we've got a block and play. And then we have a kill by the opponent. Now, we could score this a couple ways. You could say their player and then make it a kill, right? But that's really not right. What you really want to do is to score your team and your error so you can make correction. In this case, it was the setter, right, who made an error digging, okay? That way you can really help to keep track of the errors that you need to correct on your side. All right, let's go to the next play. Okay, so that was the libero, right? So we just tap the libero button. It says number 22 libero. That's a pretty good pass right at the net. Okay, so we get a one set to the middle blocker, number 25. It's a hit and play. And then their player, this time, makes an error. So we've got their player, error, right, spike. Okay, so now it's our point. It's 2-2. Our serve, the last entry is their player, spiking error. You notice it's an orange indicating that it was an error, and hence our point. It's rotation 3 now. And so the libero in rotation 3 is the server. However, she needs to go to the back row, so we need to do a couple of substitutions here. So you'll notice that subs have just come on. The new middle blocker is coming onto the court, and the libero is going to the back. So let's do that substitution properly. So we're going to move the new middle blocker onto the court, number 3, into the libero spot. And then we're going to move the libero over to number 25 spot, since she is going to be serving for her. Okay, so you notice the red, number 3, R3, and the L1 sign indicating this is the libero, right? So here we go. Okay, so we jumped past it a little bit, but the serve looked like it turned into a pretty good pass, so we'll tap our libero, and we'll call it a one serve. Here we go. Now, initially, you might sit there and say, oh, that looked like an out ball. Say, their player, hitting error to spike out. But then you find out, as you watch this, right, there's a call of a net, okay? And number 28, the oppo, touched the net, so it's a side out. And so we're going to have to rescore that. So in this case, we'll just press the undo button, right? It'll take us back to 2-2, okay? And then this time we'll touch 28, and it's actually a fault, the red button. Okay, and we hit the net button there. Okay, so up here it says number 28, 01, it has a net and it's in red. Right? Okay, let's continue. Next serve. All right, so that's to our outside hitter number 4. Looks like a pretty good pass. Let's see what happens. Okay, so number 28, the opposite, knocks it off of the opposing blocker, number 28, earned, and spike. Okay, and now it's 3-3, now in rotation 4, so now the double sub situation will come into play where the new setter and the new oppo will come in, so let's watch that on the screen. All right, so you notice they're swapping over here, okay? So let's make that double sub happen. Just pause this for a second. So, number 7 comes in for the setter. And then number 11, the other setter, comes in for number 28, the opposite, right? And she's the next server, the red R4 button, and notice the green S2 indicating she's the second set, okay? So you know exactly who's on the court now, and we're set up for the next play. So here we go. All right, she's going to be serving. There it goes. And it's a nice serve. In fact, it's an ace. So we'll tap her button, okay? And then we'll press ace. All right, so let's go to the next serve. Here we go. All right, the next ball looks like a perfect pass, so we'll hit our server button. Okay, so number 11 is serving, right? And then we'll make it a one serve since it was a perfect pass. All right, here we go. Okay, so that was a tip by the opponent that the setter 11 missed. So it's number 11, error, and dig. So there you have it. Now we're at 4-4. Right? Rotation 4, 2 subs have been used, no timeout so far. Last entry is number 11, had a digging error. Okay? And these are the players who are on the court now. So you can see this is the process by which you will be taking your stats, and you can make extensive use of your undo. Last entry, which will just take you back half a step without changing the player that you've touched. And then replay will take you all the way back to the beginning of a rally. So you have a long rally, and you get a ball on, you just press that button. Right? Sitting behind here are also stats so that you can actually see game level stats that are going on. So here's the play-by-play. Okay, so each rotation, the last action was number 11 S2, it's a digging error. Okay, and then here's a score, and we have 2 kills on each side, have posting hitting errors, an ace by our side, no ace for them, okay, and so forth. So now we know that we're passing 225, they're passing 175, which means we're serving better than them, but we're both siding out at 75% at this point. All right, so to give you a good idea. There's a second page here. Okay, so here you can see the individual scores here by player. Okay, so you've got your serve ratings, your blocks, right? Push it up, you see receive, free ball ratings, attacks, setting digs, plus minus points, and then the rotational statistics. We've only gone 4 rotations so far to get an idea of what the side outs look like. Okay, so all the key statistics are in your hands and ready to go, and you just hit return up here to get back to the main screen. Right? So that's how simple it is. Keep track of a lot of information, and the data's all been collected and calculated on the fly.